Hello, everybody. Welcome to another great episode of Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed. My name is John. We are in the world famous Sipping Den, and this is where I do a lot of my reviews on what I review, which is everything to do with alcohol and coffee. And the coffee ones are always posted Sunday. It's a beautiful thing. I am the only one in the world that can do all this stuff, and I have put it on the playlist and categorized and subcategorized so you can find everything real easy. Check out that playlist. You're going to be amazed at the stuff that I review, and you're going to be lost in there for hours having a great time. That I promise you. First comment to every single video is pinned because it has a link to what I am reviewing. In this case, port. So it has a whole playlist: dessert wines, port, sauternes, all that. This is Taylor Port from New York, not Taylor Flaggate, from Portugal, from New York City. Been in business since 1880. But this is not only just port, this is the black port. It's a new one. Their normal ruby port that was on TikTok, was very popular a couple months ago, is 18% alcohol by volume. This is 20. That's what I know for sure. There it is. A little different. And I did the other one. I reviewed the other one. It's right on this playlist. Check it out. I don't know if I'm going to read the back. I won't bore you. Let's just get into it. I'll tell you a little something about port. Now, real port from Portugal, was done to solve a problem. The English, of course, bought a lot of wine from France. They don't make wine in England, or at least nothing to brag about. And in one of their many, many wars, France decided they weren't going to sell them wine, and they said, we weren't going to buy your wine anyway, 12-year-old. And so England bought wine from Portugal. Problem is, Portugal's further away from England than France is, so it's spoiled. So what did they do? They put brandy or cognac into the wine. It stopped fermentation. Therefore, it was sweeter because the sugar didn't get turned into alcohol. But the brandy or cognac, whatever they've used, a spirit made from grapes to go along with the wine made from grapes, raised the alcohol content. And between the alcohol content being higher and the sugar being higher, that preserved the wine. It made the trip from Portugal back to England. And then the war ends, this and that, but it became a thing. All right. So, but this one isn't from Portugal. This is from New York. It was $11 and something. It's made from Concord grapes. So the regular port, not the black, which I did a review on, tastes exactly like other things that are made from Concord grape. And what is that? Welch's grape juice and Welch's grape jelly. That grape I've grown taste, when things are made from it, they taste just like the grape. Not all grapes are that way, right? You see wine reviews and they're talking about all this stuff and not ever tasting a grape. That one you will. And it tastes just like Welch's, exactly like Welch's grape juice. That port wine. So we're going to see if the Concord grapes in this does. Now, the alcohol they put in this to make 20, and this is a wine. It's a fortified wine. People are like, no, this is alcohol. No, it is not alcohol. It's a wine. And if you want to subcategorize, it's a dessert wine. Fortified wine. The alcohol they use in this is not going to be brandy. It's not going to be cognac, okay? It's going to be a neutral spirit, just a cheap neutral spirit, like a vodka. Vodkas could be made from anything, just to put in, just to raise the content and keep it, at $11. So let's see what the black tastes like. And I believe that, this is owned by Gallo, right? And the top, I'm one of the strongest men in the world. Even that. That's a good top. Screw top, but it's on there. All right. Ooh, I smell it from here. Put it in my little port glass. All right, there's the color, and it appears to be, it says black, but it appears to be about the same color as the other, maybe just a tad darker than the normal port. This is still the same thing. This is ruby port. As far as I know, 2% more alcohol, all right, which is 4 proof more. So the other one's 18, alcohol, right? 36 proof. This is 20% alcohol, 40 proof. It's very grapey. I don't usually say that about wine made of grapes, but you get everything but grapes. But here we go with the grapes. And grapes isn't a bad smell, right? It smelled my old little vineyard I used to have. I used to have some easy to grow North American grapes, Concord, Niagara, Catawba, so on. All right, let's get a sip of it. Sweet. The alcohol is more prominent, even though it's not much. That 2% isn't a whole lot. But it is noticeable in here because it comes before the sweetness even. Concord's in here too, but it's not as prevalent either. The sweetness, the Concord, and the alcohol is kind of blended into one thing. Where in the other one, the sweetness is a little more sweet, and the Concord's really strong. I mean, it's just basically juice, grape juice, Welch's grape juice, with alcohol that you can't really taste in it, and a lot of sugar. The other one. This one is a little more alcohol that you can kind of detect. Sweet, but not as sweet. And the Concord grape, but not as Concord. You're still going to taste it. And if you haven't tasted the other one, you might think, well, this is unbelievably sweet in Concord. But I'm comparing it to the other one. So a little less sweet, a little less of the Concord. And that's it. It'd be a fun side-by-side. Give me another glass. Hey, son. $11. Let me see. I got the receipt right here. It was $11.69. Had to pay tax. Came out $12.39. All right. Cheers, my friends. Don't forget to check out the playlist. And I'd ask you to sub, but when you get done with that, you're going to be subbing as fast as your little fingers can do it. All right, everybody. I'll see you on the next one.